Diary of a Wimpy Kid is a kids' film based on a fairly popular children's book. So obviously this film was intended for young kids. Being 17 years old, I probably don't appreciate this as much as a 10-year-old would, but that's not to say that I didn't enjoy it. The story goes as this: a young boy named Greg is just starting middle school and wants to become the most popular kid in school. That's basically it. Throughout the film there are plenty of pretty nice elements, such as the popularity scale when it shows which kids are cool and which aren't. The characters are probably the most interesting aspect to the film. For each over-the-top character, you've probably known someone who would fit that role, most probably a friend from primary school. The characters really bring this film together. Most of the classic stereotypical characters, such as the obnoxious teenage brother and the school idiot, but still, in their own way, make the scenes they're in something special. Zachary Gordon plays Greg, the main character in the film. You become emotionally attached to this character as though you were living your life through his eyes. The moral of the film is to keep friends close no matter what, an important aspect to someone's life. This movie was released in March in America, so it's probably out on DVD by now in some places, but if you get a chance to see it, then do, because it's a fun, light-hearted comedy about surviving through middle school.
Alright, how do I look? Ready?
A little sweaty.
A post-it?
He's eating paper! No!
There's a better place, one floor up. Today's the day. I'm gonna get the promotion.
Does that mean this is my new office?
Not yet. I host a dinner once a month.
We can do Saturday.
It's not really a girlfriend type thing. You invite idiots to dinner and make fun of them?
Okay, that is messed up.
I know.
So you told them you're not going?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Why can't you just suck it up, make fun of some idiots?
Sometimes you have to do the right thing.
Dinner for Schmucks is a remake of a French film which I won't embarrass myself to try and pronounce. The main storyline is fairly simple. An office worker, played by Paul Rudd, is asked by his boss to bring an idiot to dinner, where the other office workers go to make fun of each other's idiot. Pretty simple. At first, Paul Rudd's character doesn't want to go ahead with it, but ends up bumping into Steve Carell's character, who is to be his idiot at this dinner. And it's here when everything goes wrong for Paul Rudd, all with the help of Steve Carell. The film opens with a really sweet look at some decorated dead mice, a hobby of Steve Carell's character in the film. The film I found to be fairly disappointing, actually. I wasn't really expecting much, to tell you the truth, but it would have been nice to at least get a few good laughs from the movie. The jokes are stupid and poorly written, and there's nothing really which appeals to me. The writers were forcing the jokes down our throats. It's certainly one of those movies which you only need to see once. Steve Carell was the only funny character in the movie for me, and it seems that every laugh I got from the movie was because of him, but that's not to say that Zach Galifianakis wasn't bad. Possibly the main problem I have with this movie is the ending. Very cliche, and it seemed like the whole movie was totally pointless. It just didn't go anywhere. Also, I was under the impression, especially from the trailer, that the dinner played a fairly important part in the film. I'd say only the last 20 minutes took place at this dinner party. To have Steve Carell, Jeff Dunham and Zach Galifianakis all in the same scene should have been a blast. I don't mean to sound like this film is absolutely terrible. It's not. It's okay, but that's all it is, just okay. Jay Roach, I think, is a decent comedy director, but we don't want to see any more movies like this from him. We want another Austin Powers movie, damn it.
I'm very, very powerful. Best dinner ever.
Yeah, I overheard your speech over there. I thought it was really honest.
Are you flirting with me? I'm like Shrek. What are you doing here in the forest?
Say that.
Shrek. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but I really like you. I want it to work out. She's amazing. I can't believe how deep into it I am.
I'm so happy for you.
The last film is Cyrus. It's a very low budget comedy with John C. Reilly as a man who has just got divorced from his wife and his life is going nowhere. And at the party he meets Marissa Tomei's character, who you may know from The Wrestler, and from then on it's basically them trying to develop their relationship. But then John C. Reilly meets Cyrus, played by Jonah Hill, who becomes jealous of John as he's getting less attention from his mother, so he decides to try and split them up without making it obvious to his mother what he is doing. Jonah Hill makes the scenes with John and Marissa Tomei really awkward as he tries to split them up. You get the level with John C. Reilly's character and you end up rooting for him throughout the whole movie because he's a very likeable character. Although Jonah Hill is set as a sort of bad guy, you still feel emotionally attached to him as you feel where he's coming from. The camera work at first seemed a little awkward as the cameraman was constantly making the camera zoom in and out and the lens at times went out of focus, but it all adds to that low budget independent feel to the movie and it doesn't overshadow the actors' performances. I'm sure this film relates to so many people out there. If you plan on seeing Cyrus, don't go in expecting a comedy because it's so much more than that. You become attached to the characters and you want them to work out their differences, and I recommend this to anyone looking for a humorous, feel-good movie about family and friendship. And that ends this fairly short review. Next video I'll review The Last Exorcism, Devil and The Town, so talk to you then.
You listen to me, you little weirdo. If you want to mess with me, I want to mess with you right back. Oh, buddy.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Don't you want me? Come on! No, I can't believe it when I said I love Bradford vodka! Don't you want me? Don't believe it when you said you'll need me. Just an exercise. You think you change your mind? You're gonna change it like a week. Oh, these songs!